In every small town, there's always that one name, a name everyone whispers about, a face nobody forgets. And in this town, it was BISOLA. She was beautiful, bold, and dangerously admired, not just by her schoolmates, but by the very teachers meant to guide her. What started as innocent admiration soon turned into a scandal that shook the entire school to its core. But how did it all begin? And how did one teenage girl bring a whole school to its knees? Sit tight, because what you're about to hear is more than a story, it's a warning.
Once upon a time, in a small, quiet town called Awolowo Town, there was a beautiful young girl named BISOLA. BISOLA was not just beautiful. She was the kind of girl that made people stop and stare. Her skin was smooth and fair, her eyes bright like the morning sun, and her smile, could melt even the hardest heart. At just 16 years old, BISOLA knew she was fine, and she used it well. When she walked through the streets, boys would gather and whisper, "See fine girl!" Even grown men would clear their throats when she passed. And BISOLA loved it. One bright Monday morning, BISOLA's parents sent her to a new school, Bright Future Secondary School, so she could prepare for her WAEC exams. As she stepped into the assembly ground for the first time, everywhere went quiet. Students stopped talking. Boys' mouths hung open. Girls turned and hissed. Even the male teachers were not left out. Mr. Tund, the English teacher, adjusted his tie. Uncle Samson, the PE teacher, forgot the whistle in his mouth. Mr. Akin, the strict maths teacher, smiled like a small boy seeing ice cream. From that day, the male teachers began to do everything just to get BISOLA's attention. Mr. Tund, the English teacher, was the first to notice her. During her first class, instead of teaching properly, he kept staring at her. He would clear his throat unnecessarily and ask BISOLA to read out loud more than any other student. After class, he called her aside. "BISOLA, you read so well. Are you free during break? I'd like to buy you a bottle of malt and meat pie." BISOLA, knowing her beauty was working, smiled and nodded. Uncle Samson, the PE teacher, would normally make students jog around the school field twice. But whenever it was BISOLA's turn, he would pretend his whistle wasn't working. "Ah, BISOLA, you can rest. Don't sweat that beautiful skin," he'd say with a grin. Other students would grumble, but nobody could complain. One afternoon, Uncle Samson even bought BISOLA suya from the main road during break time, something he had never done for any student. Mr. Akin, the maths teacher, who was known to be strict, suddenly became unusually gentle. During class tests, he would lean over BISOLA's desk and whisper answers to her. If she failed any question, he would cancel it for the whole class and say, "That question was not clear." Whenever BISOLA walked into class, Mr. Akin's face would light up like it was Christmas. It didn't stop there. During school debates, Mr. Tund made BISOLA debate captain without following the usual process. During inter-house sports, Uncle Samson declared her house as winner for an event she didn't even participate in. The male teachers competed secretly. They would each send small gifts through prefects to BISOLA's desk. Meat pie, sweet, perfumed handkerchief, fancy pens. They excused her from punishments other students faced. If BISOLA broke school rules, none of them would report. One day, Mr. Tund told her during extra lessons, "BISOLA, you know you're like a daughter to me, but if you ever need anything, anything at all, just tell me." BISOLA laughed inside her mind, knowing exactly what he meant. Soon, the male teachers were arguing secretly about who she liked more. Uncle Samson told Mr. Akin, "BISOLA prefers me. She even smiled at me twice yesterday." Mr. Akin would hiss and reply, "Leave that fine girl for me. She understands maths better because of my private coaching." Even the students noticed. A boy called Yemi joked one day, "If BISOLA coughs, 3 teachers will bring water." And it was true. Their foolish behavior made the school unstable. Other students felt neglected. Female teachers were angry. Discipline collapsed. Male students were jealous. BISOLA became bolder, knowing the teachers would cover up for her. She started coming late, refusing assignments, and sitting anyhow during assembly, yet no punishment. It was this reckless favoritism and lack of discipline that finally led to the crisis. Madame Jumok, the vice principal, called a meeting. "Why are all of you disgracing your white shirts because of one girl? Are you here to teach or to chase beauty?" But nobody listened. And BISOLA? She became worse. She started coming late to school. She skipped assignments. She even hissed during assembly. And the teachers did nothing. One morning, during assembly, Mr. Adebanjo, the school principal, noticed BISOLA chewing gum and laughing. He called her out. "BISOLA, what is your problem?" But BISOLA didn't shake. She walked forward slowly and said, "It's not my fault that everybody likes me." The whole school shouted, "Anne!" Even the teachers were shocked. After that disgrace, complaints flooded the principal's office. Parents warned that if nothing was done, they would withdraw their children. Some teachers threatened to resign. And then, one Friday afternoon, BISOLA left school before closing time to meet a man she claimed was her uncle. But when the truth came out, it wasn't her uncle. Mr. Adebanjo was furious. He called the school board. A meeting was held. The elders were called. And a decision was made. That Monday morning, assembly was quiet. Mr. Adebanjo stood before the students and announced, "From today, BISOLA is no longer a student of this school. Let this be a warning. No student is bigger than discipline. No teacher should disgrace this uniform because of favoritism." Some students clapped quietly. Some shook their heads. BISOLA's mother came to beg, but it was too late.